It was 5 in and 4 out for Hearts in the January transfer window, but is the squad better than it was when we began 2025? Welcome back, guys, to Son of Scotland TV, and that is the question we're going to ask today. Are we in a better place now after the January transfer window? Now, you might be thinking, why are we talking about this on February 4th? And that's because it's been prolonged. Yes, the January transfer window, I believe, did not end until midnight February 3rd. So, yeah, a couple of extra days in there to get some signings done. And we actually did make a signing on deadline day as well. So, Harry Milne was the one to come in from Partick Thistle, taking our total signings up to 5. So, 5 came in, 4 left. I'm looking at the players that left. I'm looking at the players that came in. Honestly, I don't think we are in a worse off position. I mean, I can't really speak too much on the new players that were brought in. I do like Jamie McCart, obviously he's been in the Scottish Premiership before. But other than him, it's basically a bunch of unknowns. Now, Kabungu has got off to a decent start, but I'm not going to judge the guy on a couple of games and pretend that he's great, because I remember everybody judged Gerald Taylor on, a 70-minute performance against Rangers on the opening day of the season, and he turned out to be not very good. So I think it's, a good idea not to get carried away and claim that we've got world-class players because they've maybe had a couple of good games. So I like the signing of Jamie McCart, and obviously he joins Harry Milne, who arrived on deadline day for Partick Thistle, and also permanent signings Sander Khartoum and Michael Stenwender, as well as loan recruit Elton Kabungu. So, yeah, look, 5 signings came in. We'll have to see how they got on, but, I mean, our form was good in January, so I think that also gives you a little bit of momentum, and you also look a little bit favourable towards the signings. So if they're coming in and you're picking up good results, then you're more likely to be happy with the window. If you have a transfer window where the results are bogging, then you're probably going to look at it a bit more negatively and think, well, these players aren't that good, or we should have signed more. But Hearts have actually turned things around, and the form's got good lately. So I'm pretty happy with the transfer window. Now, in terms of players that left the club, you had Boateng and Oigog, who just arrived. They were only here for this season, so a bit surprised to see both of them leave on undisclosed fees. I thought they were decent players, but I mean, I'm not gutted to the point where I think we've lost, quality players. But they both have had decent games for us, and I mean, if we kept them, I would not have been upset by any means. But at the same time, I'm not going to throw toys at the pram. They want to move on after only 7 months at the club, so respectively, they can both go their separate ways. We also said goodbye to Liam Boyce, and I think Liam Boyce, it was time that he went, to be honest. I think Liam Boyce has been around probably for a few seasons longer than he should have. His legs are pretty much gone. He's injury prone. He probably spends more time in the season injured than he does available to play. So, I mean, Liam Boyce in his prime was a good player. I don't think that Liam Boyce, the way he is now, should be at a club the size of Hearts. So he's left. I'm not too bothered about that. Kai Rolls has moved on. So decent player, decent defender. But, we've got in Jamie McCart, and I honestly think that's an upgrade. So I'm not too bothered about that. And there was also 2 loan moves in there. The first being Macaulay Tate, who's been loaned out till the end of the season, which I think is good, because I just don't think he's going to get that much game time, and he will improve. Obviously, a young player still, and if he's at a lower league and he's getting more game time, then that will benefit his progress. And the other player whose loan was cancelled was Andres Salazar, who honestly never really did anything, to be honest. So I can't say I'm upset that he's left, because, I mean, he was a bit of a nothing player. Someone that came in and we heard big things from, and we're supposed to be excited about him. Oh, he's got a cool sounding name. He could be a great left back, but in reality, he was dog shite. So I'm not too bothered about him leaving. But yeah, no, that's the players that have come in. That's the players that have left. I mean, could we maybe have improved in some areas? Yes, absolutely. But do I think we needed it with the way we're going right now? I mean, probably not. I think the squad's looking good. We're picking up good results. If you look at the last 5 games, we're unbeaten. 3 wins, 2 draws. If you look at the last 10 games, we've only lost 2. those defeats coming against Kelly and Hibernian. What's disappointing me the most is, though, if you look at our last 10 games, 2 out of those 10 games were played Aberdeen, and we haven't beat them. So that's 2 games against Aberdeen in the last 10, and we haven't picked up a result. So that for me is disappointing. Aberdeen are fucking shite, and we have basically gifted them 2 points in the last 2 games we've played them. So yeah, I mean, we need to improve on that, but we are into the next round of the Scottish Cup. Difficult tie against St Mirren, but I think we should be able to beat them on current form. We just dismantled Dundee 6-0 at Dens Park, which is a great result because Dundee have, they've proven this season that they are still a good team despite losing their best player, Luke McCowan. They've picked up draws against the Old Firm, so for us to go and smash them 6-0, it's not an easy feat by any means. And I'm excited to see where we go from here. But yeah, just those draws against Aberdeen need to stop. Our record against Aberdeen this season is 2 draws and 1 defeat. We have to beat them in the next game. But unfortunately for Aberdeen, they'll be in the bottom 6 and we'll be in the top 6. So we won't be playing them again unless we meet in the Scottish Cup, which I hope we do, because I'd love to beat them on the way to lifting it. Anyway, guys, that's it. I'll catch you in the next one. Till then, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, peace.